The summer is already a fact. For the most of the people, now is the time for beach, swimming pool and summer attractions. But that means also that now is the time for shorts, t-shirts and swimwear. That's cool, but what about our tattoos? Most of my clients are now asking me what should they do with their tattoos when they go to the beach or just go out in the sunny days. In this video, I will answer all these questions. How the sun affects your tattoo, what are the risks, and of course how to avoid these risks and how to take care of your tattoo in the summer. The biggest enemy of a tattoo is the sun. Literally slowly eliminates part of the pigments. That's why we often see tattoos that are just 5 years old but looks like they are 50 years old. Most of the times it's because the guy behind this tattoo did a lot of sunbathings and did nothing to protect his tattoos. This is just how the sun works with different pigments. It's not only about the tattoo pigments. If you leave a black t-shirt on a sunny place for a long period of time, you will slowly see how it's becoming less saturated and really not that black. The same process is happening with your tattoos. The more sunbathing, the less and less saturation and contrast for your tattoo. You need to look at the sun rays like a light version of laser tattoo removal. They work in the same principles, but of course the sun rays are not that concentrated like the laser, which immediately burns the pigments. Okay, that was the first risk for your tattoo in the summer days. Except the sun, there is one more risk for your tattoos, and that's the risk of infection. It's not a risk for your healed ones. Anyway, there is only a risk of infection for your fresh tattoo, but in the summer days, that risk becomes a little bit higher. The reason for the higher risk is the warm weather, which causes you sweating. Also, you can make the risk even bigger if you go straight to the beach with your fresh tattoo and dive directly in the dirty water, which ultimately combine all the risk for your tattoo. So are these risks reasons for not getting a tattoo in the summer? You can hear many people that will tell you you shouldn't get a tattoo in the summer. Getting a tattoo in the summer, it's not a good idea. Is it true? In my opinion, getting or not getting a tattoo in the summer should be connected with your plans for the summer. What I mean, if you are planning a vacation on the beach and you don't want to be restricted by your tattoo aftercare, the summer is not a good option for you to get a tattoo, especially if you are planning the vacation before your tattoo is completely healed. Later in this video we will talk about the aftercare for the tattoos in the summer to understand exactly how long you should delay your holiday. You understood that it's not a good option to get a tattoo if your plans include summer vacation. But what if you just work in a closed place out of the sun rays? There is no problem to get a tattoo if your plans are similar to that. Literally, there is no difference if you are getting your tattoo in the autumn or in the summer if you just work from 9 to 5 and go out only when the sun is not that bright and the weather is not that warm. In conclusion, the risks for the tattoo are the same in all the seasons, and getting and not getting a tattoo in the summer should be an option based on your plans for the summer. The only difference in the summertime is that your tattoo may need a little bit more care than in the other seasons. Let's see now what is the aftercare for your tattoos in the summer. The right aftercare should protect the tattoo from the risk that summer brings. Like we mentioned before, the number one enemy of your tattoo is the sun. So, the right aftercare should protect your tattoo from the sun. The tattoo is most vulnerable of the sun rays in the first month of its healing process. But if you want to have a good tattoo with a strong contrast and saturation for many years, you need to do more. Let's sum it up and make it more easy for you. What you need to do with your new tattoo in the summer. First, the best option is just to cover the tattoo. Cover it with your t-shirt or any other cloth. Use your imagination. You can also use a sunblock but only after 2 weeks when the tattoo is pretty healed. Second, avoid infections. With the new tattoo in the warm days, you will need to be very careful to keep it clean. No swimming pools and no beaches for at least 2 weeks. If you go after these 2 weeks, you know that you also need to be careful with the sun, which you need to avoid for 1 month. If you go on a walk in the sunny day and you start to sweat, go and get your tattoo clean as fast as possible. Clean it up with some antibacterial soap. So that's the difference in the aftercare for your tattoo in the summer. If you think that aftercare will fit with your plans, then go and get a tattoo. If you are not sure about it, maybe it will be better for you just to wait for the colder seasons. Let's take a look for the healed tattoos. As I mentioned before, they also suffer from the sunbathing. To protect them and to be happy with their contrast many years, you need to protect them from the number one enemy of the tattoos. You need to know that you need to take sunblock with a high sun protection factor. For example, it needs to be more than 30. 50, it's a perfect option. Also, avoid sunblocks that contains parabens. They may cause you itching on your tattooed zone. So just go get a nice sunblock and use it every time when you go out with tattoos exposed to the sun rays. It doesn't matter if you go to the beach or just for a walk, every time use sunblock.